When we last saw the Man of Steel in Superman issue 16, Connor Kent brought the severely injured Superman to the Fortress of Solitude for treatment, which led the remaining free heroes who hadn't been captured by Amanda Waller to use the fortress as a hideout. Superman eventually recovered enough to address the refugees and learned that Zatanna had a plan to use magical routes to reach other heroes beyond Waller's grasp. At the same time, Lois Lane suited up in Lex Luthor's power armor to save Jimmy Olsen and her friends in Metropolis. Before we continue, don't forget to click the like and subscribe buttons to stay updated with more comic book content like this and help support small content creators like me. In Superman issue 17, the story opens with a brief flashback showing the original Superboy's encounter with Kid Warlock in Smallville, highlighting the young Kryptonians' growing disdain for anything related to magic. Now, still recovering from the attack on the Fortress of Solitude in Absolute Power issue 2, Superman and Zatanna arrive at the Justice League Dark's headquarters with a crucial mission: to locate the map of Mordru, which reveals the locations of all dark roads for secret travel. Without it, they risk wandering aimlessly forever. As they make their way through, Superman vents his frustration over his loss at the fortress and John Kent's transformation into a brainwashed cyborg. Zatanna assures him that he doesn't need to justify his feelings and comforts him, promising that they will save John and defeat Waller. Next, Amanda Waller scolds Peacemaker for allowing Lex Luthor to escape due to a mysterious figure in power armor. Meanwhile, Lois Lane zooms to Lena Luthor's apartment, wearing one of Lex's armored suits. At the apartment, Lena, Silver Banshee, Jimmy Olsen, and a partially mind-wiped Lex are gathered, waiting for Lois to explain how she acquired the suits and what their next move should be. Lois tells them that with her home being monitored, she decided to go to Supercorp to try contacting Superman or anyone else. But upon seeing her friends under attack, she put on the armor. Mercy arrives to find her father, Lex Luthor, alive and to break the bad news that Superman was indeed shot. However, she also informs them that although Superman is currently alive, he's also powerless, but traveling with Zatanna through the dark roads to regain his strength and find others that can help fight against Waller's forces. Back in the secret magical corridors, Zatanna and Superman step onto a path once used by Swamp Thing, leading through the Parliament of Trees. Zatanna mentions that she hid something there that might aid them. Instead, they discover a group of Waller's stormtroopers setting everything ablaze. They briefly clash with the stormtroopers, and Zatanna anxiously hopes the book they need hasn't been destroyed. They hurry to a specific tree where Zatanna has stashed a book that can transport its readers to the Oblivion Bar. As they begin reading it, they start to teleport to a new location known as the Oblivion Bar. Upon arrival and entry, they quickly realize it is not a friendly place. A stage magician named Adam Aceford befriends Zatanna, but warns her to lay low, as even the bar has been targeted by Waller's forces. Superman loses his cool and accuses the magic users of being cowards for not stepping up to help them. Kid Warlock, an old adversary of Clark's from his Smallville days, attempts to use magic against Superman. But Clark reveals that while he is vulnerable to magic, he doesn't fear it and uses this misconception to his advantage, defeating Kid Warlock. A figure emerges from the shadows, offering assistance and the map of Mordru, only if Superman agrees to a deal. It's Neron, the devil. Just a reminder that Neron was responsible for Wonder Woman's death, but he also has the power to enhance superheroes, likely at the cost of their souls. And whose soul has he always coveted? That's right, Superman's.